I'm that girl. Now you remember that girl. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm really sorry that this is the first video that you have to watch because this is the most disgusting video that you will ever watch. Today I'm going to be doing a story time of the last time that I went dumpster diving. It was really chaotic. So if you're new and you don't know, since I'm trash, my home is a dumpster. Trash goes in a dumpster. So that is where I go. I dumpster dive with my friends in the Ulta Dumpster for makeup. Why am I like this? The last time that I went dumpster diving, I went with Corey and Rihanna. Rihanna and Corey are two of my closest friends. So we went to the Ulta Dumpster a couple towns away with my cousin Brooke. And Brooke is 24, so she can drive. And she drove us to the dumpster and fuck, I don't even know how to start this story. I can't get over the fact that I'm talking to a bunch of people that I don't know about how I literally go into a trash can and get makeup. This is Rihanna. This is the one I was talking about. She does not have ADHD, so she's gonna keep me on track. I don't think we're in focus. We are.
I'm just gonna start from the very beginning. I don't know where you were, but we wanted to go dumpster diving with Corey and everything. Well, first off, that Ulta has security guards, and the other one that we went to before didn't.
Completely unprotected. Like, you can scream at the top of your lungs like, oh my god, help me, I'm getting fucking murdered by a psycho bitch, and nobody would care. Like, nobody would hear you, nobody would see you. But if this one, if you even whisper too loudly like, oh my fuck. Everything has to do with fucks, but if you even whisper, like, they're gonna hear you. There's security cameras, so you need to be like stealthy as shit. Also, there are security like trucks always driving around that little circuit. So like,
and we went at like 11 at night.
So that was after it closed. It closes at 10, so we gave like an hour. So we had gotten there and
her cousin stayed in the car.
Brooke was she stayed in the car and she parked to a place that like we could see her and she could see us.
And we could run to the car
and we could run to the car. There was like a mountain. And we were tucked right here. Here's the road, so we were tucked right here. And so we could see at the end of the drive, we saw that there was a construction guy and we were like, oh shit, we should wait for a little bit. We got out of the car and we were like, we need to be quick about this. Like, we need to go to the dumpster really fast. He was checking the hood of his car, I think. When he wasn't looking, we ran and we stayed behind the dumpster. We thought that it would be too risky to like go into the dumpster at that point because it would be loud. Oh, also,
you're getting so distracted.
On a dumpster, there's a lid that opens up like this, and then there are two side doors on the side.
The side doors are locked.
The side doors are locked because it's past hours, but we can still get in through the top. So we couldn't get in through the top because it would be too loud, so we needed to wait until the construction worker had gone away, but he would not go away! So Annika decides to hop in the dumpster. You're missing all of the parts of this story, bitch.
Because it's like so...
So he drove a little bit closer to us because he was picking something up from like another store. So he drove a little bit closer to us, and when he went into the building, we're like, okay, now's our time to go. So I went first, and I hopped in. I gave them my phone because I needed to get into the dumpster and I could not hold my phone at the same time. And I was like, oh shit. And when I looked into the dumpster, it was filled to the brim, not with makeup, like I fucking wish, with packaging. So it was so annoying, and I literally had to lie on top. So I had to like literally lie on top of all the shit in the dumpster. I see some foundation on the top, and so I like take the foundation and I throw it to them, and they put it in a bag and they bring it to Brooke, whatever.
What happened is Corey and I were on the outside, and then we saw the security guy starting to drive over.
Yeah, there was a security car, like
and
a security truck.
We're like, fuck, so we ran, and then we hopped into the car with Brooke, and then the guy's like in the car looking at us, and we're like driving away, and we're like, oh shit, Annika's in there, and then what happened?
I thought that they were still out. Like, I thought they were behind, and I was like, guys, there's a security truck coming. Guys, there's a security truck coming. Guys, get the fuck out! Run! Like, take the makeup and go, but like, let me come with you. But they had already left. So I was stuck in a dumpster all by myself. The security guy came and he opened the door. I heard the door open and I'm like, oh shit. Like, do not fucking dare breathe. I cannot breathe. I cannot move. I cannot even go like, or else it would go like it was awful. So I heard him get out of his truck and I heard him walk around the dumpster, and I was flipping my shit. Like, I was like so close to crying, but I did not want to cry because I knew that if I moved, he would hear me. I sound like really fake.
No, you don't. That's how you were.
So I was freaking out, and then I heard him get back into his truck, and like he probably thought that like, oh, they're not there anymore, so I should go, and he didn't even bother looking in the dumpster because like nobody cares about me. Hence the fact that my two best friends left me in a dumpster.
No,
and the security truck didn't even care about me.
Shut up.
So So he had driven away, and I was like, oh my god, like, I knew that they hadn't left without me, but it was a really big, like, kind of mall console area, circuit area, so I did not know where they could have been. I didn't know if they decided to park in front of the building and wait, like, an hour, or if they were gonna come back around in a circle, so I was like, okay, I just get out of the dumpster. They had my phone.
So while she's in the dumpster and, like, we don't know what's happening, we're driving around, and then we, like, go out of that whole complex area, and we're driving around, and Brooke's like, we just need to, like, give it some time, and I'm like, Annika's gonna have, like, a freaking anxiety attack in the fucking dumpster.
Story of my life. Why is that my life in literally one sentence? Annika's gonna have a panic attack in the dumpster. Me.
And then we're driving back to the, like, where the dumpster is, and we see Annika there looking so fucking pissed off walking towards us.
Okay, I got out of the dumpster when they were gone. I walked all the way to one end because there was an entry in that end, and I went to that end and I looked and they weren't there, and I was like, you fucking bitches, like, go fuck yourself. About to jump off a cliff, like, all the way to that end. I walked all the way to that end, and I see the headlights, and I'm like, I was just looking at them like you fucking what?
No, and then we get back in the dumpster, we get all the makeup or whatever, and then as we're in the car driving away...
Wait. Well, I got in the car, we drove around again, just let it chill, and so we drove back and we saw the security truck, but there was no one in it, so we were like, okay, so we just went back and then we went into the dumpster. We searched for maybe, like, a good 45 minutes, and we got...
an hour.
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour, and we got, like, all the makeup. It was, at that point, like, 12 a.m.-ish, 12:15 maybe, so we were like, okay, we're done, we think we got everything. And so we got out, we took our bags, got my phone, and we went into the car. And so we were starting to drive out of the behind the store area, and we passed, and the guy got into his truck again, and he looked at us. As we were driving by, he was like he was like, watching us, he was like following us, and he was like, oh fuck, like, I can't believe I missed that, like, yeah bitch, we're too smart for you, like, suck my cock.
Damn, how do you have this much energy?
I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, suck my dick too, get out of the way bitch. Check out my other videos, because you want to see more trash? I know I do.
Upstairs when you're done.
Sure. Bye!